I have to pose a problem for you because I had this problem and I didn't realize until very recently. I have a couple of supply house reps that I love. They take care of me, they get stuff off my plate quickly and with accuracy that I can be confident in. But one day my favorite guy sent me a quote for something and said it had a lead time that simply wasn't going to work. So I went out and found the item in stock at another shop, and it was half the price of the first guy. I realized immediately that my favorite guy, who probably has an almost perfect hit rate on every RFQ I send him, might have been taking advantage of knowing that I wasn't shopping like I should be. And I don't blame him for that at all. I still love you, bro. His job is to make his company money, but so is mine. So we built MultiQuoteHQ. It lets you craft one email, send that out to multiple relevantly grouped vendors so you get better pricing competition. Our mission statement is convenient pricing is good for the PM, competitive pricing is good for the company. MultiQuote does both. Let's go to the dashboard and get this demo started. Simple dashboard tracks your usage and most importantly gives you access to track your RFQs. We'll come back to that later. We're going to go through each setup item on its settings page, but the next three sections are all fully accessible from the new RFQ screen. So don't worry about having these all set up before you start writing your first RFQ. Let's start with vendor groups. This is where you set up your vendor contacts and group them however you like. Maybe you've got one group for local supply houses, one for large equipment, one for underground material, whatever makes sense for how you buy. Let's quickly walk through adding a new group. Type in a group name, select Add Group, select to add contacts, type in an email, hit enter, type another email and populate a new row. You can also copy paste emails, which I have staged off screen. Paste those and they automatically populate two new rows. You can add a name, which will be used in the emails you create. The company name is just for you, add it or don't. So that's really the core of creating a vendor group. Now when you want to send an RFQ, all of your vendors are just a single click away from being on the to line of your email. Okay, so say you want to add a new group, but some of those contacts are already in an existing group. Just duplicate the target group and add or delete contacts through the normal workflow. Next up is email templates. This is a simple way to save standard email bodies so you don't rewrite the same message every time you need a quote. Basic stuff really, but that's the point. PMs don't need more work, they need less repetitive work. When you open an account, we already provide you with a crafted set of email templates so you can hit the ground running. You can delete and edit these or click new template to add your own. Let's see what that looks like. You can add a template name, which is for your eyes only. This does not become the subject of your emails. Let's type in some body information, click save, and that's it. This one is ready to go. This next one is important, email connections. By default, MultiQuote can send your RFQs from a system email address. That works fine, but the honest truth is, when something comes from a sender the vendor's never seen before, there's a real chance it lands in spam. And you don't want your RFQ sitting in some junk folder while you're standing around waiting on numbers. If you want to or have to use the system address, there is a bonus item at the end of the video that will help you navigate the spam issue. This right here, though, removes any potential spam routing concerns. You connect your own email through a one-time verified login. Currently, we just have Gmail or Outlook, but this also works for any custom domain hosted by either provider. So if your company uses Microsoft or Gmail for email and your address ends in @yourcompany.com, you can still use this feature. With an email connected, you send an RFQ, it is sent from your actual email address. The vendor sees it from you just like it would if you sent it directly from Outlook or Gmail. What you send ends up in your sent box and the vendor's normal inbox. Vendors aren't questioning the validity of the message, way better deliverability, replies come back to you the normal way. If you can connect your real email, do it. It's the single biggest thing you can do to make sure your RFQs go from request to quote. So in as little as 2 to 3 minutes, you can have this system set up as your one-stop shop to get multiple RFQs out to vendors in a few clicks. Now we're ready to send an RFQ. Before we do that though, I'm going to show you this AI scanning feature because I've been using this and it is saving me a ton of time. How often do your guys send you a text with a picture of a handwritten stock list? For me, it's multiple times a week and I used to type it out. Now you can go to ChatGPT or some other AI tool, but you need to tell it what to do, and then you have to copy and paste the list into your email. We put that whole process in line for you. Upload your stock list and AI instantly scans it and pastes it into your email. We let you give some extra context if you'd like, but the system has a built-in prompt that tells the AI what is coming and what to do with it. So the context can be as simple as electrical materials, and that will be enough help for the OCR agent. AI is never perfect, so you need to check these outputs, but more often than not, it nails it. I have a list here, and I'm not going to give it any context. Let's see what it comes up with. And 100% accurate. You can pause the video and check me if you'd like, but we're moving on. So now let's build the rest of this message. You'll type a subject line, type, paste, or have AI scan a handwritten list. We already scanned this list in, so we'll leave that. Pick your vendor group, pick a template if you want, then you can choose where you want replies to go. This defaults to your account email first. OAuth email takes precedent when connected, or add additional reply to emails. As long as you verify the address, you can select it and that will trump everything. Throw in an attachment if you've got one, and this one is ready to send. Before we send this out though, let's see what it looks like. That way we're not just blasting stuff out blind. You can make sure it looks clean, make sure you didn't miss anything, and then send it. Subject line looks good, followed by the template we selected, then the material list. Vendor name is going to come from the name you set when you added contacts to your vendor group. If you leave this blank, the greeting will just say hi. I have to point out something I touched on earlier. Everything I walked you through, the vendor groups, the templates, the email connections, all of that is available right here on the RFQ page. You don't have to bounce in and out of settings, you have everything in one place. It takes something that normally turns into 5 or 6 separate little tasks and compresses it into one quick workflow. Once you hit send, MultiQuote pushes it out to everybody in that vendor group all at once. Instead of doing the same email 3 to 5 times, it's just done. For probably less time than it would take to send one email, you now have multiple chances at scoring the best price. If you're like me, you're competitive and want to win. How we win in construction is largely based on spending the least amount of money to get the most amount of revenue. Using a tool like MultiQuote allows you to put more shots on goal and ultimately score more. Guaranteed. Let's go back and check out the dashboard. Here you can see all of your RFQs and a summary of them. On the RFQ detail page, you can see what got sent, what was delivered, what failed, and if something didn't go through, you can resend it. You don't just send it and wonder what happened, you've actually got a record of it. So if somebody says they never got it, or one email bounced, or you just want to confirm who the list went to, it's all right there. So that's basically MultiQuote. It's not some giant complicated platform. It's a streamlined tool designed by busy project managers for busy project managers. Convenient pricing is good for the PM. Competitive pricing is good for the company. MultiQuote does both. These last couple things are some issues that came up in development. First one is the vendor whitelist email. If for whatever reason you can't connect your own email through OAuth and you're sending from our system address, we've got a pre-written whitelist email you can just copy and send to your vendors. All it does is tell them, hey, going forward, RFQs are going to come from this address. Please whitelist it so my messages to you don't end up in spam. Takes you about 30 seconds, save you the headache of vendors swearing they never got the RFQ. Like I said earlier though, connecting your real email is the cleaner play. But if you can't, send this and you're covered. Second one, the Microsoft admin approval email. This matters if you're on Microsoft and your IT department locks down which apps can connect through OAuth. We've got a pre-written email for that too, and it includes the exact link your IT admin needs to click to approve MultiQuote in your tenant. You just copy it, send it to your IT guy, he clicks the link, hits approve, and you're good to connect your email. No back and forth, no trying to explain what OAuth is to somebody who doesn't want to hear about it. Just copy, send, done. Both of those are right there in your settings. Use them when you need them. That's it. That's the tool. Get in there, set up your vendor groups, connect your email, start putting your jobs out to the market the way they should be.